Hello friends, welcome to Export Import Learning channel. Today in this session we will understand the job profile of the supply chain manager in export import. So just you can see on the screen there is a email, okay, and I receive email on the job profile for the supply chain management in department of the export. Okay, so here we can see some details are mentioned, their candidate details, company name. Okay, so company types is automobile. Okay, so we can understand there is a automobile company. We have to maintain the inventory of the uh, parts and we can say the component of the uh, machines like that. Okay, and the salary package is 4.5 to 5 lakhs in INR. Another facility also, and locations all India process interview process. First round in telephonic and then technical round in the Skype and uh, telephonic. Okay, so we can understand this is the procedures normally in interview right now due to corona. Okay, so if you go to next page, there is some activities. Okay, and we now understand the requirement, basic mandatory requirement. So here basic requirement is degree or diploma in the respect field, minimum 6 year experience of is required, and must have a passport or able to arrange within 1 month. Okay, and ready to join within maximum 3 months. So these are the mandatory requirement. Now we will understand the job responsibility. So what are the job responsibility? Material manager, manager responsibilities. We will understand one by one. Research potential vendor and negotiate price. So here we are the manager, material manager, and we have responsibility to arrange the material for the production, right? So in this case, we have to research the potential vendor around the automobile industries and which is belong to automobile industries. Okay, and we need to visit him and ask him to come our office and show and present the materials and also take the prices. So here the potential vendors which are very common in this area, we we need to arrange meeting with him and uh, negotiate the price or we check out the all prices of the vendors, then we take the competitive prices which is the beneficiary for the company. Okay, so this is a very important task. Work with the management to identify the supply needs. Here we need to identify the supply needs. Okay, like manufacturing is going on, then what kind of products are required in different units. So in this process, just like we have to identify the supply, like just we need to decide it that which point is best for the port of loading and port of discharge. We need to understand in case of export, if our factory in just like a uh, Uttarakhand, so we need to export good from Uttarakhand. So here we need to decide the which is the clearance point will be good for the examination point. Okay, and what we need to select the, if we are sending the goods from the sea, then which port we have to use, which is the nearest to the our factory. So these are the supply needs. We need to identify which carrier is best and which way is the best. Okay, now if we talk about the recommended the solution and existing process and reduce the waste, increase the quantity. So in the process of manufacturing, we need to identify that if the waste is too much, then we have to take some initiative to reduce it. And the innovative idea we need to bring in the procedure so that we can increase the quantity and reduce the waste. So this is This actual process we can understand at the when we involved in process. So this kind of point, and with this kind of point we need to raise in front of the management. If you go to next, record all axis, all material quantity and movement and expenditure. So here we need to maintain the all details regarding the inbound material quantity, moment and expenditure. Means that keep just we are buying some material from any vendor, so we need to maintain in the register. Okay, and movement of goods we need to track. Okay, and we need to maintain it. Then which supplier we have buy the goods and procure the goods or materials. So in this process we have to maintain the all detail properly. Okay, and expenditure means expenses which has the we have paid on this movement of goods. So these details need to mention properly. Okay, if you go to next, manage the distribution of the supply in the organization. Okay, distribution supply is a very important point. When uh, we we um, we manufacture the goods, and when final product is ready, then it is very important to uh, distribution process manage in the right way, like where we have to uh, open the warehouses. Okay, and which location is best for the distribution, so that our client will get goods in the right time and right place. Okay, so this is very important. Manage the distribution of the supply, like in case of we talk about export, then the distribution means that movement of goods from the factory to destination. So there are the very important key factors we affect the freight and other things. So we need to decide the right locations and right ICDs and right airports which is nearest to our factory. Okay. Next, monitor inventory levels and access to material. Okay, so here we monitor the inventory level, just like the consumption level at the every day is what kind of materials we require, and what quantity we need require for the production. So we, as per the inventory management, we have to check out the daily wise and total calculated. Okay, and there is a inventory management key rules also. So we, as per that, we need to follow the instructions. Okay, and manage the process and the same, like we can calculate it the inventory consumptions as per the previous time, previous 3 day, 4 day, or previous month. On that base we can manage our inventory. And we also need to keep in mind the seasonal times, so that we have to manage that as per requirement of the inventory. So in case we have to do in this case, only we have to manage our inventory in that way. The consumption level on production level is going on, and it's right way, and the production and line will not be halt due to the low inventory. This thing is very important. Collaborate with the management and plan forecasting models. Okay, so here we need to meeting with the management, and we have to forecasting for the plan, like a in future futuristic plan, like the production level is monthly, just like we are manufacturing the 600 unit per day. Okay, and for the month it will be uh, 18,000. Okay, so in this way there is a very important rules that we need to follow, that key if we need to forecasting plan for the vendors, that in next month what quantity of raw material we required. Okay, and if our supplier we can also demand as the finished good, then in case we, in this case we also forecasting to the production team that in next month we need this finished good in this quantity. Okay, so this is very important. If you go to next, overseas and support the subordinate and the new employees. Okay, so here the new employees need that their new trainings provide to them, the working procedure explain one by one and step by step. Okay, and the overseas and support the subordinate means that overseas. Okay, here the some other unit if we have in the plan, then we need to take follow up with the we just like in just informing that the moment of goods, like we are exporting some goods, so we intimate them that we dispatch good from factory and the goods will be reached in this estimate type or arrival, and this thing we need to coordinate with the overseas offices also. Okay, and prepare the field details, record the procurement activity, quantity and vendor. Prepare the file details record. Okay, this is very important activity to manage the record. Okay, like a prepare file details. In that we need to mention the detail of vendors, quantity and activities of procurements. Okay, so this is also important as per management. We need to understand the thing how we can manage such kind of thing. Okay, these are some procedures by default procedure, and we need to follow the as for the procedure, like a file format. We need to take approvals from the respective person. Okay, and we need to explain the procurement activities and like that. Design and maintain department budget. Design and maintain the department budget is mean that the department requirement, like a the employees, like employees requirement. Okay, and we need to understand that if new areas we need to improve in some areas, so we need to bring the factor and the point which are very important for the department. So we prepare the we prepare the design design and maintenance of department budget, like new things are coming, like new warehouses and new offices, like what kind of things we are required for the managing new things. So it is totally depend upon the activities. When you involve in process, then you can understand the what requirement actually of the department's maintenance design. So guys, in this session we have tried to understand the procedure of the supply chain manager for the import export. So guys, thank you for watching the session. Have a nice day.